Hello friends. So in this video, we will check a complete CRUD operations using C# Windows application and backend is an SQL Server. So we have one table customer in SQL Server. Okay. So using that, we need to insert the data. We need to update. We need to delete using C# Windows application. So this is the form. So here first name is there, last name is there, address and place. Okay, so we can just try to add some data and that will load into this GridView also. Okay, Abraham, and second name is Matthew, address, second street, Paris, price is Paris, and we will add this. So customer added successfully. So it will show in this grid view. Okay, now we want to edit this data, then we need to click on this row, so that data will show here. We need to change here, so Paris we can change to like 1 2 3, and Paris. Okay, that's enough. Then we will see add button is disabled. Now update and delete button is enabled now. Okay, when we click here, that will be. Then we will update this. The customer updated successfully. Okay, then this window will clear and the value will be changed to Paris 1 2 3. Okay, then we need to delete this data. Then we will click this. Then the data will load here. Then we can use this delete button to delete the data. So we click here. Customer deleted successfully. Then click OK. So the data is deleted now. In GridView also, that record is removed now. Okay. So how we can implement this using C# Windows application and packages and SQL Server. So open Visual Studio 2022, create new project, Windows application. So Windows format, language is C#. Then next, change the path to your project folder. Here Windows app root. Then next, .NET 8, create the project. So now Windows form loaded. So here first we can click, and here we need to change the text to customer details. And we need to change this maximize box to false, this box. Okay, then go to toolbox, label, and one text box, and button, and we need to show the data through DataGridView. Okay, so we need to arrange this. So label, we can change that text to first name, and the text box name we can change like text if name. This box we can change it to fixed single, and copy this, paste here. Next is last name. From control, that name is text name, last name. Okay, copy this, paste here, and this label is address, and the text box is txt address, and the text box contains multiple lines, so we can give multi-line is equal to true, and we can expand it. Okay, next things, paste here, just place, place, and text box name is text place, txt place. Okay, you can copy this, change the font to courier new like so. Okay, then select these text boxes. We need to just try to here this one, right? Okay, now the button, this button name is text is red, and the button name btn, yeah, and font also we can give like courier new, that is 12, we can give 14, and bold, Okay. Copy this, paste here. That is button update. Change name to update. This is delete. btn delete. And one more, you can just clear that item. So here we can use button clear. btn clear, and text is clear. Select this format, make same size both. Just expand this also. Okay, fine. Now we can change DGV. Okay. Now we can change the back color of the form. Then change button color of add button. Create delete. Clear. So first we need to go to form load. Just click on properties. Just click events and just go here, go form load. Okay. So the form is open now. Okay. Now we want to create the tables. So we can go to SQL Server, expand databases, go to free coding DB, expand table, create new table. First is cust underscore ID, that is int data type. This is set as primary key. and we need to auto increment this. So we need to come here and identity specification. You can click yes. These identities yes. So it will automatically increment one every time. We will insert the data, then it will increment the data. Okay. So cust underscore f name, that is worker of 50. Next is cust underscore last name, that is L name, that is worker 50. Next is cust underscore address. So cust underscore address, that is worker of 300. Next is cust underscore place. So here we are using lowercase only. So place worker of 50. Then we will save this table name customer. Then click OK. Just refresh here. So table created now. Open new query. Select star from DB of customer. So we need to insert our data to this table. Okay. So go to Visual Studio. First, we need to create the connection. Okay. So here we can tell string connection string. Okay. So in this case, we need to install the package manager. So go to new get package manager. Go to browse. Search SQL. So Microsoft.data.sql client. So we need to click this and we need to install this. So then apply and I accept the agreement. So now Microsoft.data.sql client installed. Then we need to get the connection string. So go to view, server explorer, add connection, go to SQL Server, just click here and copy the server name. Paste here, Windows authentication, optional false, then select the database, that is free coding. Go to advanced, select this connection string, copy, then just paste here. Okay. So data source is equal to server name, and here we can change that double quote. Okay. And after that, initial catalog, that is our DB name, and integrated security is equal to true, and trusted certification server certificate equal to true. Okay. That's only. Okay, SQL connection, CON. So we need to use this here. Go to design, and first we can clear these windows. Okay, so first we can write here, double click here, clear. Here we need to call one function. So first we can write one method, private void clear. That is text first name dot text is equal to, you can tell like string dot empty or just empty string only. Okay, next text last name dot text, that is equal to, and tell string dot empty. Next text address and text place. Okay, and call this function here. So we need to just clear the data. Okay, so we will run this. It will come back this. We will enter something here and clear here. That will be clear. Okay, that's fine. So this form need to load in the center only. So center screen. Okay. Then go to button add. So in button add, we need to write SQL connection and we need to insert the data. Okay. So in this case, first we need to validate first name and last name is empty. Then we need some validations. Okay. So in that case, we can write one more method that will return Boolean value. We can tell like validate data. Okay. So bool is valid, that is equal to generally true only. Okay. If string dot is null or empty, text first name, then is valid is equal to false, and we need to show some messages. Okay, so we can tell in message box dot show please enter first name. Then we will return is valid is equal to false. Okay. We will set this is valid equal to false. Else if string dot is null or empty, that is last name, then please enter last name. So all these cases are correct only, then we will return is valid. So first we need to check this. First we need to call this. Okay. Suppose we will run this. We are not entering first name and last name, and we are trying to add. Then it will tell please enter first name. Okay. Suppose I did something and again add. Then it will tell please add. Please enter last name. Both we will add. Then log it. Okay. So that type of validation we include. We can paste all these things in try catch block. Put this, paste here. Okay. Now using con equal to new SQL connection. We are just opening that connection string, and in the parenthesis, con dot open. Okay. Then we are declaring one string variable str query that is equal to we are telling inserting the data. So insert into customer over here. We don't want to pass that primary key. So we need to pass customer F name, customer last name, customer address, and customer place. Okay. Cust underscore F name, comma, cust underscore L name, comma, cust underscore address, comma, cust underscore place. Then enter values. So first we need to tell the first name. So double simple core, double code, express, we can tell text and first name dot text dot you need to tell trim also because you don't want to run space on it. Next comma plus text last name dot text dot trim text address dot text dot trim comma. Let's enter. Next is place. So text place dot text dot trim. Okay. So this is the query. Now we can use SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command. Here we can tell this str query and we can pass that connection CY. Okay. Then we can tell cmd dot execute non-query. So after this successful insert, we need to show messages. Okay. So we need to tell message box dot show customer added successfully. Okay. After this message, we need to clear that forms. So we can tell clear. We have one method, right? This clear thing. This clear method. So we are just calling this. Okay. Now we can just try this. So first name, that is Mary. The index is coming to here only. Okay, that we can check. Mary Thomas 123 London places London, and we are just adding this data. Customer added successfully. Okay, after that it is clear in that window. Okay, after this first name it is moving to here only. Okay, that we can change, and we can check within the database also. Select the star from customer, then data inserted to this table now. Okay, so go to form, click on this and check that tab index, that is 1, this is 2, Okay, so we need to change this one. This is 1 and tab index this we can change it to 2 and this we can change it to 3. This we can change it to 4. Then we can change it to this to 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we will just run this. We'll enter tab, then it is working fine. So after inserting the data, we need to load this form, right? Grid. Grid, we need to load the data. Okay. So in that case, we can create one more method. Private void load customer. So using con is equal to new connection string, new connection, then con dot open, then we can tell like SQL data adapter SDA is equal to new SQL data adapter. Here we can call one query. So string str query is equal to, first we can tell select star from custom. So in the adapter we can pass str query comma the connection. Connection is CY. Okay, then data table we can use data table. New data table. We need to fill this SDA dot fill dt, then data grid view is equal to data source dt. Okay, so we are just opening this select star from customer. We are loading all data. So we can call this method in our clear method. We can call this. So every time clear time also we need to call this method. Okay, this clear method we can use in the form load also. Okay, now we will run this. See, we are getting customer ID, customer name, Thomas, London. Okay. So suppose here we are adding one more customer, James, David, Sydney, Sydney. Let us add this. Then customer added successfully, and it will show in this grid actually. Okay. So currently this grid is editable, so we need to change that also. Okay. And the first time the form will load, that time update and delete button we cannot to activate. Okay, this needs to be disabled. Okay. When we click in this grid, that time only update and delete button need to enable. Okay. So first we can put like this to read only. Okay. So go to forms, properties, read only equal to true, and selection mode we can tell like full row select. Okay. So we will run this. See this full row we will select. We will click second row, then this full row will select. Okay. So in this time we cannot do edit also because it is a read only. Okay. So now what we want, we will just the load the form update and delete button need to be disabled. When we will click here, that time this update and delete button need to enable. That time add button need to disable. Okay. So go to this clear, in clear function button add dot enabled equal to true only. Button update dot enabled equal to false, right? Button delete also enabled false. Okay. So we'll run this. See update and delete button disabled. Okay. Now we want to click this grid view. We will click double click here. Then that data need to show here. That time this button need to enable. And here we need to show this heading like ID, first name, last name, like that only. We don't want to show this whatever in the DBs. Okay. So first we can change that. So select the star from customer. So we can tell like cost underscore id that is equal to as id cost underscore as name as first name. Okay, enter cost underscore name as last name and cost underscore address as address and cost underscore place as place. So we are using in query like this, then one problem will come. Okay, so we can just run this. So we are using like this as first name space is we are given, right? So then this time it will throw here, right? See, we are getting error. Okay, so what you can do, we can give like in square bracket only. Okay, because here we are giving the spaces, right? That's it. Stop this and rerun. Okay, this is related. We are not giving here comma. Okay, we can rerun this. Now it is loading fine. ID, name, first name, address, and place. Okay. Now we will click here. We need to show this data to in these text boxes, and we can change that. Okay. Then how we can do that? So go to form in grid view. Go to events. Then go to double click. Okay. Here we will check if data grid view dgv dot current row dot index greater than or equal to 0, then only we need to check. Okay, so here we check. Here we can use text first name dot text is equal to, you can assign like dgv dot current row dot cells. Here we can give index or name also. Okay. So first is one, right? So that is we can give one dot. No, first is customer ID, right? So second is the first name. So 01. So one dot value dot to string and text last name dot text. You can give like DGV dot current row dot cells. Can give name also. Okay, here we can like first name and last name, right? Here name last space name dot value dot to string and the text address dot text is equal to just copy paste and paste here. This is address. Then text place is equal to this is place one. Okay. So the first ID value we need to store one place. So we can give one common value for that. So int custody, that is just 0. Okay. So first we can run this. So we'll click it here, then this data will load here. Okay. We'll click in the second record, then that record will come here. Okay. So first name, last name, this everything will come, but that ID also needed, right? This ID. Based on that, we will update and delete. Okay. So that's why we need to declare one variable here. Okay. Custody. And here, control like custody is equal to grid, that value is ID only, right? That is ID. So we need to convert this because this is integer, right? So first we need to convert this. Convert to int32. Okay. And after that, button update dot enabled equal to true, right? Button delete enabled equal to true, but button add disabled, right? Okay, we cannot do add that time, right? Okay. So in the clear function, this customer ID we need to initialize also. So custard is equal to, we can tell that equal to 0 when we clear that. Okay. So now we can check. First time these buttons are disabled, add button is enabled. When we click in Mary, then add button is disabled, update and delete button enabled now. Okay. Okay. Now we can use, and we are clearing this that time. Update and delete button disabled, add button. Okay. Now we can use update and delete functionalities. Now we can write update. Click in this button and copy whatever in the add button. What is we are added in the add button? Same we can copy paste here. Okay. And we need to change some logic. Okay. So we just add that. So validate data, that means first name and last name, right? That is common only. And in the SQL query, we need to change. So we can tell update customer set cust underscore f name is equal to text first name dot text dot string. Okay. Cust underscore l name is equal to text l name dot text dot string, comma cust underscore address is equal to text address dot text dot string. Cust underscore place is equal to place dot text dot string. Then we need to tell where cust underscore id is equal to, that is that cust id, right? Whatever we selected in the git, that one cust id. Okay. Customer updated successfully. And in the validate data we can give one more validation and custody greater than 0. Okay, now we will run this. So James Muller Perth, and it is now the add button is disabled now. Now we try to update. Customer updated successfully. Okay, now it is changed to James Muller and price is Perth. Okay, so our update functionality working now. Okay, now we want to implement delete as well. So click on delete, copy this, whatever we return in the update, same thing you can copy. Control C and Control V. So in the delete case, we don't want to this validate data, whatever the first name and last name, okay? But customer ID greater than 0, that is required. And here we need to tell like to change this, delete. So delete customer where customer ID is equal to this customer ID. Need to tell customer deleted successfully. Now we can run this code. First name, that is Ricky. Last name Ponding. Add one. This is Mumbai. Then just we will add customer added successfully. Okay. We will click here. Then update and delete button is enabled now. Now we want to delete this. You will click here. So customer deleted successfully. Okay. Now in the grid also it is removed. Right. So we will go to SQL Server. Then two records only. Okay. So we successfully completed the CRUD operations. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, please subscribe